that just rolled through. We have a storm rolling through here. Okay, good. All right, cool. So we're back. Great. Sorry about that, everybody. My computer might have gotten hot. I'm moving a mile a minute, and just starting to see that might have to get a new computer because I've been working this thing for the last couple years. But hopefully it'll just take a minute for people to come back in here on Zoom. Right on. We are public. We're trying to talk about how to make 10K a month from Moringa. That's really the big thing. Oh, someone here from Dem Farms is asking about the affiliate program. Absolutely, would love to. Would love to talk about the affiliate program. So it's free. It's actually and I'll put the link in my YouTube chat too. Affiliate program is affiliates.growmoringa.shop. I should have put the HTTPS in front of that. There we go. So anytime someone orders product on the Grow Moringa shop, they could use your coupon code. We're able to generate a custom coupon code for you. So when you go to affiliates.growmoringa.shop, sign up for the free affiliate program, and you will be given a link. From there, we just kind of have to communicate because I have to set your coupon. Let's just say you wanted to have FTF as your affiliate link, FTF, right? You can do FTF. We can set your custom coupon code to FTF. That way, when anybody shops at growmoringa.shop and they use FTF, say they order $100 worth of loose leaf or tea or spice or something, not only will they get 10% off, but you'll get 10% of their order. So if they order $100, they'll get 10% off, so $90, and then you'll get $10. So I'll see $80, and really I won't even really see the full $80 because I'm paying for the labor to make it, the logos, the labels, the packaging, and also the shipping. But at least what will happen is you'll make $10 from that. So if you wanted to put a post or even a link, you could either put a link in your bio, or you could actually have, say, like a graphic that says shop at Grow Moringa and get 10% off using this link or using this coupon code. When they use your coupon code, they will get 10% off and you'll get 10% cash back. And that's how the affiliate program works. So it also includes for membership as well, and it also includes for the book. So the membership is $150. The book is like $48. So you can make $15 every time someone signs up for membership. You can make almost $5 every time someone buys the book. So that's pretty much how it works. And we could set your coupon code to FTF. I really appreciate you for asking that. Good. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. My computer must have heated up, and I'm moving fast. It's kind of hot in here. What I might even do is just turn on the fan. You know what it might have been. Hopefully it's not the internet. Hopefully it's not. We'll just turn on the fan and turn on the light. The light's on. But we got the fans. Hopefully that'll keep the computer a little bit cooler. My computer is heating up, man. I'm live here. I'm live there. I've got everything going on. I've got everything plugged in. So It's hot. It's hot outside. The storm is rolling in. So thanks everybody for coming in. Sorry about that. Come on in on the Zoom if you'd like. We can share screen if you want to come in. We can talk. I appreciate you guys for coming in. If you have any questions, I can see everybody here on TikTok as well. We were talking about how to make $10,000 a month from growing moringa. One of the first things that you'll want to do is have a dry room. Next is if you're in this area, if you're in this immediate area here in Tampa, what you can do is you can harvest some trees. We need help harvesting trees. I've got about 10 people that hit me up this week that are looking for their trees harvested. So thanks, Plantista, for coming back in, and a few other people that are coming back in that are finding us. Ask questions, text, ask me any questions. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Happy Sunday. We'll get it back going again. We'll be here for a little while. You know, we're hanging out. I've been working on the house. I've been working on the farm. I've been doing a lot of work getting the greens dried. That's a very, very big part of this whole process, is getting the greens dried. But this moringa smoothie is keeping me going right now. What I can do is I can share my screen. I can show everybody what's going on in the members area. Let's go ahead and share screen. And I can show you what's going on inside the members area. This is like our news feed. I was telling people to come on in on the meeting today. We have a shared members drive where we have lots of files, documents, labels. You can get access to logos and also get some help even with making your logo. A big part of this collective is when you come into the collective, you actually get a pin on the map. So if we go to the Moringa map here, you can actually get your pin on the Moringa map. I actually got a call from someone this week that is in LA, and he was asking if there's anybody in his area that's growing in Los Angeles. And I think he said it was just a little bit south. I'm not sure exactly where he said in LA. But he's got about 5 acres. And I told him that if he gets in the members area, he'll have access to getting on the map. So that way, when someone asks, hey, do you have someone in LA? He's also on the map. We also have a member here, Lorenzo. He's got some moringa. He's near the LA area in California. He's in St. Esperia, California. I would love to get some more members in Los Angeles. We have a member that's in San Diego, Curtis. He's got some acreage. He actually just sold 10 kilos of powder inside of inside the members area. He posted that he had 10 kilos of powder, and one of the members actually bought it from him. And then we had another member that was asking for more kilos, and I was like, hey, do you have any powder? And he was like, I just sold out. I have my next batch coming in here pretty soon. We have another member here, Tony. Tony actually was just on a little webinar with Carrie Waterman, and Carrie Waterman is one of our Moringa advocates. She did some research about moringa, proving that it actually helps to regulate blood sugars and blood pressure, that it can help regulate blood sugar and blood pressure. I'm not a doctor or anything, but Dr. Carrie Waterman has done all the research to prove that it helps to regulate blood sugar and blood pressure scientifically through her findings. Someone in the on the YouTube live is asking, does the moringa smoothie have caffeine? No, moringa does not have caffeine. I don't think cacao has caffeine. There's a lot of energy, but I just put bananas, almonds, some cashews. I put moringa powder. I put a couple of teaspoons of moringa powder in there. And so, no, there is no caffeine in my moringa smoothie. I'm enjoying it right now. It's helping right now. I'm super hungry. I was working in the field earlier, got cleaned up to go on the live, and I'm probably going to go back out because I've got a lot of work to do, but it's super hot. So this is like the perfect time to just kind of come in and connect with everybody here. We're creating a community of people. So here we are. I got the screen share on here. I want to show you guys. We've got some other members here in Phoenix. Here we've got Alonzo. Alonzo actually wrote a book on moringa as well. His book is on Amazon. He's in the members area. He's got some moringa. We've got a few other members here like Jack. Jack goes to the farmers market regularly. He's a very good resource to talk to inside the members area, and is also producing quite a bit, from moringa himself. He's got a nice little farm producing several thousand moringa trees. We also have some members here like Shauna, Las Vegas Moringa. She's got some moringa trees and some products like seeds and oil. You're more than welcome to hit any of these members up directly. So one of the things that I'm helping is get everybody's sales. I can help market and sell your moringa. As long as you have a final product, you can get your moringa sold through our network. This is a very important part of our program here. It's just making sure you have moringa in a quality that you can sell that's already in a package. Like Justin and Liz, they're here in Texas. They've got some moringa grown and they're starting to make some products. They have a dry room and they're really producing some really good moringa. You can reach out, texasgrownmoringa@gmail.com, or even they have a website, texasgrownmoringa.com. You can even give them a call and see if they would be willing to meet up with you if you need moringa from them. Oh, good. Welcome back, everybody. We're starting to get some more people back in here. Sorry about that. My computer must have kind of like heated up. I got the fan on now, so that way it doesn't get too hot. Who else we have? Oh, we have a member down here in Mexico. So if you're anywhere in the world and you'd like to get on the map, just come on into the members area. He's actually producing lots of moringa trees, lots of moringa greens, lots of moringa seeds. He can import it and he can air it. So it comes in through the air. And it only takes a couple of days, and he can do 5-10 kilo batches of powder, or even 5 liters, or even 20 liters of oil. It just depends on what you'd like. We've got some members even in Jamaica, and I know that we have some members in Puerto Rico as well. They're just not on the map right now. Their supply, might be minimal, or they might be going through some things, and they're just not on the map. We have a lot of members that I'm trying to say, hey, get on the map so we can get you calls. Russ and Blundell, they're in Jamaica. They're here in the southeast corner of Jamaica here, and they've got some property and they're getting their operation going. If you want to connect with anybody, especially in Jamaica, hit them up. We've got King Street here, Lusain has got lots of moringa. Would love for you to connect with Lusain. See, this is our moringa map. This is a great way for you to connect. And of course, we've got lots of growers here in Florida. Anytime someone hits me up and I'm here in Plant City and I don't have it in stock myself, I'm telling people just go to the map and pick somebody closest to you to see if they have it in stock. And then these blue icons are people that are helping harvest. And so when someone says, hey, I need a harvest, I say, hit up anybody with a blue pin. The blue pin is actually specifically for harvesting. And we'd love to get from them farms up in here. We have somebody here in Tennessee, actually, Mike. Mike's here. He's got a few small trees. He's got some seeds that he's bringing in, and he's getting lots of calls from people in the Nashville area that want to grow moringa. So would love to get you on the map too as well from them farms. We even have a member, Jean. Jean is in Cincinnati. She's bringing in oil and seeds and products. She's actually from, I believe, the Philippines, and she's bringing in products from the Philippines and is getting calls all the time selling moringa. We even have a member all the way up here in New York, Parrish. It has a great operation. because he's growing moringa on his balcony and also at the community garden. He's got lots of microgreens, fresh handmade moringa products, and what he's doing is even selling his moringa tea right from New York City. So if you're in New York City, you can grab fresh moringa from Parrish in New York. Isn't that cool? And he's growing moringa all year round in New York. Every time I see him, he's sprouting more and more seeds, and so he's getting better and better and better at it. It's taken a couple of years, but he's got a great operation thriving, making fresh moringa tea for people. So this is our moringa map. If you're anywhere in the world, if you're in South America, if you're in Africa, if you're in India, if you're in Australia and you'd like to get on the map and like to get some sales, we would love to help you get some sales. Please don't hesitate to reach out. I'll text my number in here in case you guys want to. Oh, we've got the members in here chatting it up with each other, letting people know where they're at. You can text me. If you need some help getting in. Step one to be able to make $10,000 a month would be able to have a dry room. You know, to be able to dry the greens. So even if you're in Tennessee and you can grow some of the greens over the summer, I think the next step for you to make income is to have a dry room. But yeah, I think from here we would love to have you a little bit more involved from them farms, and would love to see you in the members area. Now, even if you just want to get started in the free marketplace, you can get in the free marketplace. It's moringamarketplace.mn.co. You can even start getting in there just to kind of get a feel for what the members area is going to look like. And then once you get into the members area, of course, we do live webinars, a little bit more one-on-one. We also have the Moringa map, so you can get the pin on the map. And also my book is available inside the members area. So that's over 400 pages that are going to get you essentially all the, you know, acclimated to everything that I talk about here on the lives is in the book. Plus, it's mostly continued support. You're going to have continued support. Oh, look, see, I've got the Moringa oil on right now, and you can see the shine on my forehead. Oh, yeah, I put the Moringa oil on every time I hop out of the shower. I'm definitely oiling up with the Moringa oil. Absolutely. Really helps me a lot. Good, good. Good. We got a lot of people back in here. Good to see everybody on this Sunday afternoon. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry about getting disconnected here about a few minutes ago, but it's all good. We're hanging. Answering the questions. The leaf tea. So Lilo is asking, do I have a link for the leaf test? Oh, yes, the nutritional leaf test. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Let me get you the link for the leaf test. So here we have the soil test. Where's the nutritional leaf test? Let's see here. Where do I have the nutritional leaf test? Now you put me on the spot. Got the heavy metal soil test. Let me go to Grow Moringa. I know I have it. growmoringa.com. Let me get in. Oh, that's asking me 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's asking me to log into WordPress. Let me see. growmoringa.com. Okay, Lilo, we're gonna get you the nutritional leaf test because I do have it. If I scroll down to the bottom, they have a heavy metal soil test. Where did I put the nutritional leaf test? Let's see here. You got me on the spot here. Let me find the nutritional leaf test here. If I go to pages, let's see here. I go to my shop again. Shop. At the soil test. Oh, I know where. It's in my products. It's in my products. So here we go. I've got the nutritional leaf test right here. Moringa leaf test. Thanks, Lilo. Just took me a second to find it. It's a checkout because I actually communicate with the laboratory. So when you check it out on my website, I'm an affiliate to the laboratory. And so I'm going to give you the link to the leaf test right here, Lilo. Thanks. Just took me a second to figure out, remember where it was. Leaf test here. That's where you can get your leaf test. So I've communicated with the laboratory. I communicated with this laboratory here for the soil test. I'm also an affiliate for this as well. So when you check out for the soil test, I make a small percentage. And then I also have the leaf test that helps to test for heavy metals, mold, and bacteria, because once you get to a final product, you want to know if it has any mold or bacteria in there as well as heavy metals. I mean, once you've done the soil test, and I'll tell you, to be honest, nobody has really tested the soil and come up in a way that's harmful, honestly, unless you're really growing it in a nuclear waste site. 99% of the time, it's not going to be an issue. The only time it's a real issue is reclaimed water is an issue. Is a no-no. You don't want to have your trees being watered from reclaimed water. So that's from a source that is from runoff or from places that are collecting water, like from drainage or ditches. And someone here on TikTok, thank you very much for coming in, is asking if I have seedlings. I have larger trees now. Before, I did have smaller trees, but I've been so busy with finishing my book and promoting the membership that I really only have larger trees now that are in my field. And I'd be happy to send you large trees. If you go to my shop here, if you go to the link in my bio, I can send you larger trees. Plus, they last better in the mail, because the thing is with the seedlings, I got a lot of, they're dead. And it just became a little bit of a headache when someone would be ordering seedlings. And see, so you live in Arizona too, so it'd be better for me to ship you a bigger tree. And what I'll do is I'll even throw in some seeds. And so if you get a big tree or even 2 big trees, I'll even throw in extra trees. So if you purchase from me, I always hook you up in the packaging. People will tell you, if you've ever ordered from me, they order 1, I send them 2. If they order 2, I send them 3 or 4 of anything. If you guys are purchasing from me, I support. I thank you for supporting me, first of all, and then I'll throw in extra things like extra seeds or extra loose leaf or extra trees in whatever order you get. You bet. I'm actually live on YouTube right now. I can share you the link, or if you go to the link in the bio. Excuse me. It's growmoringa.shop is where the shop is. Over here talking so much, I do have a little bit of water. I'm drinking my moringa smoothie, by the way. This is my chocolate moringa smoothie. I've got a little bit of dates in here as well. So chunky monkeys, lots of chocolate, dates, moringa powder, bananas from my field. So I've got lots of fresh bananas. Let's just pick them up. Aviator Dave has a really cool thing that he's been telling me about is his ozone machine. And he's looking up ozonated moringa oil, which potentially turns it into a little bit of like a jelly, almost like a whipped lotion, because he would he's talking about how he hooks it up to a bubbler. Excuse me, I must have swallowed some of that date. So what happens when we're live? wow, Aviator Dave was actually telling us that he's growing moringa. He was growing moringa in Dubai. It's probably a really great place. Oh, good, good. I'm glad that Lilo got the leaf test as well. And yeah, you know, just getting the seed oil in the amount that people order, because we have so many people ordering seed oil. That's a big thing. So maybe one of these days here, I'll pull out the oil machine on live, and we'll also go through the oil machine on live together. I have some older videos of me live pressing seeds. You can actually go back on my YouTube channel and you can see me pressing oil live as well. Awesome. Yep, From Them Farms is saying that a very important part of making $10,000 a month is having a controlled environment that's very clean, that you can dry the leaves. So that way you can bring the leaves in to a clean, dry environment. There's nothing else in the room. There's no carpet. All the surfaces are stainless steel mesh, and it's food grade, you know, so that way you can be able to sell it on the market at farmers markets. You get a little bit more protection when you're selling in person because you can use the cottage roll industry. But once you begin to start selling things online and you're shipping things, you're going to want to then step your operation up to make sure that everything that you're making is stainless steel and a food grade, very similar to like a laboratory. Oh, very, very great question. So the speed of the blender, does it degrade the quality of the leaf? I usually add my powder at the very end. So once I'm mixing, everything up, I will add the powder at the very end and then turn it off. Good thing I have some water here. That's what happens when I'm talking a lot and I've got a really thick smoothie here. I can continue to share my screen to show you guys exactly what the members area looks like too. It's pretty amazing. So let's go back to the members area here. So one of the things that I want to teach everybody is that when they come into the members area, they can post. I was letting everybody know that I was live today. Oh, good. We're back on. Araya just came in. She's brand new. She's asking lots of questions. I told her that she can also look for large amounts of moringa powder in the free marketplace. So a lot of people who are not in the members area yet. I wish I didn't have this thing stuck in my throat. If they're not in the members area yet, they can actually use the free marketplace. And I'll show you the free marketplace as well. I have the Moringa manual here. This is a free manual. And this goes in and really gives you an introduction of learning. You want to start off learning. Then you want to figure out growing. You want to figure out how to grow. From growing, you got to be able to dry it, and then so that way you can sell it. And then you begin to really having some ownership into your business and potentially partnering with us even further. This little manual here is the free Moringa manual, which you can get. If you go to my website, growmoringa.com, you can actually get a copy of this free Moringa manual. It talks a little bit more about the history of the Moringa tree, training, how you can volunteer and get some experience, and also take some time to get a little bit more of a consultation with me, a one-on-one consultation, which I have at my website. Excuse me, everybody. And that smoothie really messed me up. Ooh. My fault. I think I've got some date stuck in my throat. Date chunks. The free manual also talks about how you can grow it in a residential way or commercial. You begin to start growing it in large amounts. You can even become a wholesaler. This has some training where you can learn how to sell it to your friends and your family, as well as to other members, and also begin to have your own label and your own logo so that way you can sell online. One of the ways that I have actually sold a lot of Moringa is in person at the farmers market. And then there is also some information here about becoming an affiliate seller. I need to update this because it's no longer 13%, it's actually 10%. And we'll talk a little bit more about getting started, into designing your site and having a little bit more Moringa trees on your property so that way you can take it to the farmer's market. There's 3 different ways to grow Moringa. There's an intensive method, there's a hedge method, and there's an orchard method. There are ways to make cash, because that's why we're here, right? We want to talk about making cash. Is that there's growers, harvesters, dryers, processors, and sellers. So we break it down into like 5 different types of people. And you can do all of it like me. I do all of those things. But some people that are growing, they don't necessarily want to harvest. And so they'll hire somebody in to harvest. And usually you get paid about $10 a kilo. And we can talk a little bit more about getting paid and the breakdown of that. So let's talk a little bit about that. And this is pretty much this quick little manual here. I wrote this last year. It looks like I need to update a little bits of it, and so that way I can get it back to you guys with the updated version. So when you grow it, you've got some weight, right? Wet weight and dry weight. Say you need a harvest. You've got somebody possibly coming onto your property to harvest. You can sell them your greens by weight. Usually on site, you can weigh it with a scale, just bring a scale. The harvester should bring a scale with them. And in their bins, they can weigh the greens. If you weigh out 100 pounds wet of greens, that's going to end up being about 20, 25 pounds dry. So you can pay them $10 a kilo. I have it set up to where it's like, do 25 pounds divided into 2.2. That's 11 kilos, right? And so then you would pay that person about $110 for their greens. Then you would come back, dry it out. But not only that, you get the sticks. You can sell the sticks, possibly the drumsticks. Right now, we just have it worked out for the greens. And so we're working out all the little nuances for flowers and drumsticks. But right now, we just have it figured out that at least if somebody comes on your property and is grabbing greens, at least get paid for the greens. The sticks, you know, someone may not be able to sell them, but they could also figure out a way to package them up and also sell them too, which are money. Oh, thanks. Yes. So someone here is asking, thanks, Lilo. When you wash your greens, do you add anything? You know, I just use water. Use well water. That has been filtered. I don't have any chemicals in my water. I have an iron filter and a softener, but I just use the well water, and I have a wash that I dunk, and then I have a rinse that rinses. And I just came out with a video on that as well. Check that out. I think I just came out with it last week where I talked about the washing and rinsing. And you can use baking soda. Baking soda is a good thing to use. But I just keep it really simple with water. It doesn't really need anything else other than water. You're really just trying to remove any kind of the pee and the poop, you know, the particles that are on there from the birds and the lizards and you know, any kind of dust or anything. You're really just trying to get the dust and things like that off. So no, I don't really add anything else other than that. Oh, good. We've got Vin here. Awesome. Vegan's Essence. Wonderful. Awesome. So Vegan's Essence, Vin is asking, what do you guys do when you have everything but a dry room? Well, mostly people don't have a dry room. That's the biggest issue that we're telling everybody right now is we need more people to have dry rooms, because that's really what we're missing. We're missing more people with the ability to have dry rooms. It's very important to have a dry room. If you really want to start making cash from Moringa, you're going to want to get yourself set up with a dry room. A shed, a garage, somewhere detached from the house, preferably. You can't have any carpet, and you've got to have extra air filtration, also with a dehumidifier in the room. It needs to be a room that is environmentally controlled with at least an air conditioner. And also you've got to have dehumidifiers in there pulling the water out of the air so that way they dry super fast. So you're going to want to get yourself a dry room set up. If you want to make $10,000 a month, you've got to be able to harvest, especially where you are, Vin, in South Florida. You're going to want to be able to harvest other properties. I've got people calling me in your area that could use a harvest. But for us to get you some cash, you've got to be able to get kilos and kilos and kilos of loose leaf dried every single week. You know, I dry about 10 kilos a week myself. You know, so like every day I'm going out, I'm harvesting greens, and I'm coming back in, I'm drying, and I'm also sifting. That's the next step after that, is you want to be able to sift. And this week I'll come out with a video to show people how to go from loose leaf to a sifted tea. Okay, thanks, Vin. Got it. You don't need to have a huge dry room. You just need to have a spare room or shed or a garage or something that you can put up that has environmentally controlled space. Preferably outside of the house, because of just the bathroom, the kitchen, you know, possibly if you have animals living in the house, you can't have any animals. You can't have carpet, you know, things like that. So to have as much of a food grade space as possible is what we're trying to get to. We need to be this, you know, we want to do this very safely. So that way there is not any kind of fecal matter, you know, E. coli, mold, bacteria, those types of things can happen. And we want to make sure that our customers are safe, especially your customers too. So Vin is also asking, how vital is it to test the greens with a lab guarantee? So it is important to get to that level, especially if you're selling it in large quantities. Like I mentioned, there hasn't really been an instance that I know of where anything has not been in the safe level. The most concerning is when a tree is grown near reclaimed water. Say like it is being watered by an irrigation system that is pulling that water from a ditch or a drain or some sort of retention pond. You just don't want to use reclaimed water because that is runoff water, or that is water that's coming in from dirty sources that would have metals in it. That's why those retention ponds are there, is to let those heavy metals settle, right? But those irrigation systems are pulling the water from that source, and you can't just water from a retention pond or a ditch or a drain. That's why you've got to do it from a well, because well water has gone through the earth and it has already gotten rid of all of those heavy metals because it's clean when it comes from the well. At least heavy metals, there is like iron, but like I even have an iron filter on my well. So for lab testing, you want to test the soil. Is very important to test the soil. And then from there, you want to test the quality of your leaf to make sure that there's no mold, bacteria, E. coli, or heavy metals, even in your loose leaf. Aviator Dave is asking if you want to dry outside, and it's not ideal to dry outside because he's asking if you want to dry it in the sun, and I wouldn't dry it in the sun because it is going to damage, especially the vitamin C. You see, when the leaf is on the tree, it has the ability to cool itself. When the leaf is on the tree, it is connected to the root system. It is cooling itself. But as soon as you remove the leaf from the root, it no longer is cooling. So it could heat up and it could potentially damage some of the minerals. Plus, when you're drying it outside, it doesn't get fully dry in one day. And so overnight, what happens is moisture and dew gets put back on the leaves at night, and then it's wet. And then moisture and dew goes back on, and then it's wet. And then moisture and dew goes back on. So you can't just have this process of moisture and dew day after day after day. You're going to get mold and bacteria to form. You've got to be able to bring it in a dry room, so that way it dries over 5 days. There's no heat, there's no sun, it's dark, so that way there's no algae or things like that. It's dark in a dry room, not outside. So that way you can control the environment that the greens are drying in. Oh, good. Vin is actually saying that he would like to mix moringa with the Cuban oregano, which grows really well in South Florida there, and lemongrass. What a great little mixture to put together. I would even say Tulsi. Look into Tulsi. I think the Tulsi is actually something, the Rama Tulsi is probably a little bit better of a mix than the lemongrass. Do the Rama Tulsi and the moringa. That is a mix. Lemongrass is still a grass, and so I'm not really too sure about consuming the grass even as a powder. But the Rama Tulsi is good for consuming the powder with the moringa powder. The lemongrass, it could be used well to make a tea, because you're not actually consuming the physical fibers of the grass. But I do love lemongrass, and I do put it in a lot of things. Thankfully, I got over that little chunk that I had in my throat there. Sorry, everybody, for that. I should have known. It's just, I'm excited to drink a smoothie on camera, and I was hungry, so I was like, let me get through this this live. I haven't really eaten much today, and so I went ahead and was like, let me get this smoothie in real quick, and then just talking and having a thick smoothie messed me up. Okay, good. So if you're using the lemongrass, yeah, definitely use it as a tea for sure. Yeah, as a loose leaf tea, absolutely. Yeah, if you're going to mix it with the purpose of a tea, absolutely, the lemongrass would do great. But if it's something as a powder to ingest, I would much more have the tulsi mixed in with the powder and a spice too. Oh, good. Aviator Dave is saying that he's going to mix the moringa with the kefir grains. Kefir is a probiotic, an ancient grain that you can ferment, and potentially Dave's going to do an experiment here. Please share some pictures with us in the members area of what you're doing and what it looks like. We'd love to see that. And also a mixture of moringa with spirulina. Absolutely. Absolutely. I love that. That's a great idea. If you would like to come in, if anybody would like to come into the chat here so that way we can talk one-on-one, then if you wanted to come in, I've got the Zoom here. If you wanted to come in, this is the Zoom link. We could come in one-on-one. You could even be you come in with me on the YouTube if you'd like to. That way we can talk a little bit more. It's not just myself, and having to type as much. You're more than welcome to come in if you like. I would just add you to the live. So you could have your camera off if you don't want your camera off, but if you wanted to even just chat, you could chat with me. It might be better if you wanted to, since you're asking lots of questions. I would love to get you on here, Vin, if you wanted to. Oh, good. Good. Thanks, everybody. So we were sharing a little bit about the members there. We shared a little bit about the map. We got the map. One of the big things that people are asking inside the members area are like packaging and labels and logos and things like that. So what I'm doing is I'm helping with the logos and the labels. I have the ability to share with you like the template for this logo, for this label. And even if you want to use this logo or this label, you could. It's kind of like a general label for you if you want to get started using this label. Happy to help. The thing is that on the back, you're going to want to put some of your information in the back as far as location, the best buy date. So you want to have a best buy date. So you want to tell people, when is this going to be good by? So usually I put about 1 year to 2 years on the label. Beautiful. We're having a great time. I'm having a great Sunday. Oh, so Sharon Lynn here is asking, do members get the actual book or digital? So when you sign up for membership, this book is available in PDF. So it is a digital version of this book. Right on. Thanks, Sharon. And then this book is actually available in paperback. If you want to get the paperback, I have the paperback as well on my website, and I'll share with you the link to the paperback. So you can get the physical copy of the book as well. Physical book. That's the paperback. in the chat. Thanks everybody for coming in the chat, hanging out with us. Looks like we've had a few people here already hanging out since I got disconnected about 30 minutes or so ago. My computer must have just gotten too hot and I just got disconnected. But it's hot out and it happens when I'm moving around so fast. Yeah, thanks, Sharon. Good, good. Wonderful. Got some questions on the TikTok. Thanks everybody for coming in. We're just helping answer any questions that you have about the Moringa tree. Want to help you get to $10,000 a month. That's $300 a day. And so we need to get mostly everybody to a point where they can dry the greens in a dry room. What I'm actually going to do when I get off of here, I'm going to call one of the members. He's got a store down the street from here. I'm going to ask him if we could somehow build a shed, or if he's got some space that we can use as a dry room. I'm going to give him a call after this. He's got a company down the street from here, and it's on a freaking amazing spot called Trinity Exotic Nursery. And he mostly specializes in plumeria and exotic trees. I know the other day he had like a vanilla ice cream bean plant. He does a lot of like avocados and mangoes, but he's got a whole line of moringa trees in his front there. And one of the things that I want to do is team up with him a little bit more because he's already got a commercial space. He's already on the main road here in Plant City. He's only maybe 10 minutes away from me down the street. And this could be a way where even say if like Vin down south gets a huge load and needs a place to dry it, come on up and drop it off here. You know, I know it's a couple hours from you, but could be cool. Could be cool to just drop it off, you know, once a week or once a month or something if you've got the time and space. And what we're going to do is once we get more people in the members area, of course, it's going to help with more people. So that way we have more resources. We do have someone in Spring Hill that has the ability to dry greens. Gulf Coast Moringa can dry greens in the Spring Hill area. So like if you're harvesting in the Spring Hill area, we have members that could actually dry it up there. We're looking for a dry room area in St. Pete. We need more people being able to dry in St. Pete and also in Sarasota and a few other places where lots of harvests need to be done. Yeah, we need a lot more dry rooms. So think about that as the next step for you to make $10,000 a month. That's really going to be your next step. One of the questions actually that Vin was asking earlier was about the microgreens. Hopefully I answered your question well, and I can even go in here and I can share screen and we can go into the free marketplace where Vin actually asked the question here. Let's go ahead and minimize this. Vin actually came into the free marketplace and asked this question here. Here you go. Oh, look, here's some of his intensive greens that he's got going. This is really nice. David Powers, he's also got some really nice greens going here. This is going to be a great little intensive operation. He said he put like 2,000 seeds in this raised bed here. Okay, here's Vin's question about the microgreens. So hopefully this really helped out a lot. He was asking, the microgreens produced are only for the fresh leaves in a small quantity, or can they be grown, or can they grow and mature together as crowded and start to be packaged as dry leaves? So also, once they get taller, bigger over time, are the new growths considered microgreens? And are you in general labeling them as microgreen or regular production? And I got back to his question here with a few replies here. So this was my answer, was that moringa can be grown as a large tree, or they can be, spaced out in an orchard. or they can be grown very close together in an intensive method, right? So you can harvest greens from any age tree and any size tree, and when you dry them, they're going to be considered dried loose leaf like this, right? And you would label them as dried loose leaf. Now, if you harvested fresh greens from any size tree and you grabbed it and you wanted to sell it fresh, you would sell it as fresh greens. But on a tree on any size tree, the very, very tip of the stem, if you harvest the very, very tip of the stem, that's really soft. You can actually eat the stem. It's very soft. It's just brand new. It just shot out of the tree. And that's what you can eat. And that's what's considered a microgreen. So we have a package here of microgreens. This package here actually that I made consists of very young seedlings, very young trees that were grown in the intensive method. So they were grown very, very close together. And these greens here are only maybe 60 days old off of trees that are only maybe 45 to 60 days old. So these are labeled as fresh microgreens. And that's what I was trying to say here is that when you harvest the tip of any stem, main stem, not a branch, not a side branch, because that doesn't count. What we're talking about is a main stem, the very, very green tip that's growing out from the very, very top. It's going to be green. It's like a stem that's not woody yet. That's going to be considered a microgreen. The shoots are soft and completely edible. We're not talking about a side branch. We're talking about a main stem and the very top of that main stem. And also the seedlings. So when you grow them really close together and you grow the seedlings, you can harvest those every 30 to 45 days. And if they're soft and you can eat the stem, that's considered a microgreen. So you can pop the tops off of any size tree, or you can harvest the small greens and stems from a seedling, and that's considered a microgreen. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense, Vin. I hope that helped you out. I think you liked it there. Yeah, okay, good. This is a little bit of a package here, and then also a little bit of a package here of a microgreen, so that way you can get an idea of how to package your greens. And Vin's in the free area, and he's been getting some help in the free area. We even had Michelle signed up to the free marketplace. Vin's been coming in and asking lots of really great questions in the free area. And I think he's ready to come in. He wants to get the book, potentially get on the map, and get a pin on the map. You've got some trees getting grown up. You might be able to get some calls. Eventually here in the next 45 to 60 days, Vin, you're also going to be able to pull those little seedlings out of the ground and sell those as trees. You can put them in pots and really get your nursery going as well. So this is kind of like our free marketplace. If you have questions about anything and you really want to get some extra support, this is a great way to just come in and just get started. This is our free Moringa marketplace. Hey, welcome. Austin is here. Good to see you again, Austin. Welcome back. Thank you, Moringa family. Good to see you all. So someone is asking from the CoreGen farm and homestead, how big does a dry room need to be and what equipment is needed? I'm glad that you asked that here, because if I go over to the members area, see, look, somebody was asking about a template here. Let me go into the feed. Actually, here, if I go to harvesting and practicing, I think Araya was asking about the harvesting and practicing. Here it is. You see this picture here? This is an example of some equipment that you would want to have in your dry room. You want to get things to stainless steel. Yeah, you want to get everything on metal. This helps with bacteria and gets it to a food grade processing. You can also have it here on this food safe rack that is hanging from the ceiling. And you can actually put everything inside of this hanging herbal rack. So you want to get things spread out, okay? So CoreGen Farm is asking, how big does the room need to be? It doesn't need to be big at all. It can be a small shed, right? It doesn't need to be a large room at all. It can be very small. Whatever size you need to just get your greens dried. You have to get to this next step where your greens are dried, because I have a lot of people with trees and a lot of people that want to make money, and the middle step from there is having a dry room, right? So you've got to be able to take greens from your trees to be able to dry them on metal. You want to dry it on metal racks. Now you can order stainless steel mesh, and you can actually build a rack. Preferably everything should be made from metal. But sometimes if you need to, while you're getting started, you can use some wood, potentially untreated wood, because the gas that's coming off of the wood, if it's treated, if it's touching, there's lots of chemicals on that. Also, if the wood is painted, you want to make sure that there's no chemicals, that everything needs to be at a food grade. So you have to just be very careful getting to this next step, being able to, offer food supplements, right? We want to talk about it in a supplement, herbal supplement. Then you have to get everything that you are drying on metal. You've got to be able to get it on stainless steel. The aluminum, I think, is okay too. Everything, if it's aluminum, I think it's okay, but preferably stainless steel. I think aluminum is the next step down. I'm not sure if aluminum is considered food grade, but I'm pretty sure that aluminum is okay. And I think those racks are made from aluminum. That rack that I showed you is made from aluminum. Yeah. Oh, good. Someone here, CoreGen, says that they have a 64 square foot room in a shed. It's spray foamed, which sometimes you use to walk in as a cooler. And it could be used as a dry room. Now, I would finish off and maybe separate the foam from the racks. You just don't want to have the foam possibly breaking off or anything like that. You want to get the metals, the walls, potentially maybe just some sort of perforated plastic, or even just draping the walls with plastic, just to have a barrier between your insulation and the foam with your racks. You just got to get things to the closest to food grade as possible, right? And there's lots of exceptions getting started, especially if you're selling it at the farmer's market. You can use the cottage rule industry standards, where you're able to process things at home, but you still want to be able to have things safely done, even from home. And you want to make sure that there's no chance for mold, bacteria, E. coli, dust, heavy metals, things like that to contaminate your loose leaf and your powder. Yeah. So a very small room would be good. And you can even get the hanging racks from the ceiling, or even like sometimes regularly I'll see like grocery stores throwing away the bread racks, or even I go to the restaurant depot where they have bread racks, and you can get old bread racks, and then you can convert those bread racks or just food racks into a drying rack. Right on. You want to avoid things like I even before in the past, like I made dry racks out of bamboo, but over time the bamboo was breaking down, and sometimes there's lots of bugs inside here, which is why I freeze my packages for 3 days before I sell it. So I'll freeze this package for 3 days. So that way, if there's any larva or anything inside here, it actually kills any kind of living bug, just in case that there is a living bug or anything in there. It's one of the ways that I call it, what do they call that? It's irradiate, right? Without having to pass it through, a nuclear waste, I'm irradiating it by putting it in the freezer for 72 hours. Oh, awesome. Corgen is in Lakeland. Lovely. Would love you to get in at least the free area just to start the communication and the conversation, or just jump right into the members area. You'll get access to my book. Would love to learn more about your operation. Would love to get your help drying. We have a lot of people in the area here that are in need of a harvest. And you're only about 10, 15 minutes away from me, just due east from me here in Plant City. I'm in a little bit northern section of Plant City. I just drive straight across Knights Griffin and can get straight to Lakeland within 10 to 15 minutes. And so if you've got a nice 2.5 acres, I've got a nice 2.5 acres, let's link up so that way you can help with harvesting. If you don't have trees yet, I've got plenty of work right now. I've got people hitting me up every day that are looking for their trees to get harvested. So we could use your dry room. Matter of fact, yeah, we need to pump out dry room every day. We could, right now, we could get greens every single day. Would a grow tent work? Yes. Yes, you would just have to make sure that that grow tent is safe. If it's outside, it might blow around. You just need environmentally clean. If it's in a house, of course, if you have the grow tent up inside the house, absolutely. You just want to have it as far away from any bathroom as possible. The rule is we're trying to get to as close to food grade as possible. So technically you don't want it in the house because the house has a bathroom. And there is not a double door between the bathroom and the outside, right? So we're talking USDA certified, right? At this point, usually when you go into a commercial setting, there's that double space between you open the thing and then there's the bathroom. And that's because where there's food, you don't want to have fecal matter getting outside into the room. That also goes to clothing, right? So when you walk into your dry room, you don't necessarily want to be wearing the same clothes that you would if you're using the restroom. That type of thing. If we're getting really, really serious about this and having a really clean environment, we have to get and talk about, what is required for a commercial setting, right? So it can be completely clean, sanitized, and always wearing gloves and even protecting the hair and pushing the hair back. Right on. Check us out. Come on in. Love to see you, Core Gen. We need your help. We need more dry rooms on the team. Get into membership. Even sign up here. I promise it's worth it. Our membership website there. You can get it at the shop. Thanks for coming in. So the grow tent, absolutely. I've actually dried it. I have a grow tent as well. Right now, I want to get it back up and use it for mushrooms. I'm actually going to be putting it here in this room. I'm in the process of getting this podcast room out in the larger part of the living area of the farmhouse. And so that way I have a little bit more space and also could do more interviews and we can go live more. And that way it's a lot cooler. It might just be hot in this room, which also is the reason why my computer might have heated up. Thanks, everybody. You're asking some really great questions. I'd love to help. Let me do the free marketplace is https Moringa marketplace.mn.co. And as you can see, like Vin is getting lots of value inside the free marketplace. He's asking questions. and getting all his questions answered. And then inside the members area, also you'll have full access to the book, as well as 24/7 support from myself, other members. I have my VA that's helping me in there as well. And also you get access to, say, like the members meeting. We're going to have our second annual members meeting. Is on 9/9/23. We will have a live stream for the members meeting at that time. But we also will have lots of people here potentially at the farm that day. We had it last year, and it was just mostly online last year, but I want to go ahead and make it a physical meeting this year, and would love to have you guys come by, sign up for membership. Would love to show you around that day. It'll be open all day. It'll be open all day long. If you want to stay on the farm, there is an extra fee for staying on the farm, just in your own vehicle. And all that information will be online. I'll actually make it a checkout item on the shop, but also it'll be available inside the members area. Oh, good. Yes, I'm definitely going to reach out to Aviator Dave for growing mushrooms. I need some extra help for growing mushrooms. And we will have a physical meeting here on 9/9. So if you want to come in for members, we'll have a physical meeting here on 9/9. And then one of the things that we're planning for the members meeting is the MoringaCon. So MoringaCon 23 is our Moringa conference. So one of the things that we're going to be talking about and organizing during our members meeting is our Moringa conference that we're going to be hosting sometime in November. So if I look here, November, it'll probably be it'll be 11/11. So 11/11 through it'll probably be 11/10, 11, and 12. November 10th, 11th, and 12th. So we'll have a Friday evening online, Saturday all day online, Sunday all day online. That Moringa conference last year went really well. And we'll do the same thing again this year, our second annual Moringa conference, MoringaCon 23. And we'll have more updates on that, but we're going to just try to get to our members meetup. We're having a members meetup on 9/9. And if you want to stay over, we just have accommodations out in the field, out in the farm. So if you have a conversion van or you have a tent that you'd like to pop up, we'd love to have you come out. As long as you've got everything that you need. We don't really have extra amenities for too many other people. So you have to have everything that you need out there. And of course, we'll have I might even have to build like a temporary restroom, outhouse, shower, or maybe even just rent some porta potties. Yeah, we'll definitely get that going for 9/9 for sure. If we end up getting a few people that are going to stay. I don't have a link right now for my own mushrooms. What I'm doing is I'm prepping the outside living room to move this room out there. And then I'm going to have my mushrooms growing in this room inside of my grow tent. So I have a grow tent. I do have some inoculated mushrooms bags. I do have some substrate that I'm going to be putting in bags, and I will have that together probably in a couple months as we get into the winter months. Yeah, thanks everybody. I know mushrooms are big. Mushrooms are big. Oh yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody. I'm going to go ahead and just get back to work. I had a great time hanging out with everybody here today. We've had quite a few people hanging. Lots of great questions. Would love to see some people sign up, get into the members area. If you need me, you can text me and we'll get you in if you need help. And also don't hesitate to get into the free marketplace. It's a great resource for you. And just want to get you guys to making cash, get yourself some cash. The biggest thing that we're missing and need help with is dry room. So consider thinking about that next step is getting yourself a dry room set up, a small shed, a grow tent, potentially a spare room, something that could have its own entrance that you could close off, that's separate and as far away from any bathroom. You want to make sure that there's no animals in the house. If you're doing it in the house, no animals in the house. And you certainly do not want to have any carpet. And you want to have extra filtration in the air for your dry room, extra air flow. Potentially one of those extra top air conditionings, or at least an extra air conditioner in there that's having and pushing the airflow with clean filters. And also you want to have dehumidifiers in the room. So you want to get as close to a food grade facility as possible. That's what we're working towards. And of course, we know that everybody is just kind of getting started. And that's why it's okay as long as you're progressing and getting better at getting yourself to a higher quality product. I'm going to teach everybody how you can sell your Moringa, make $10,000 a month, and get your Moringa sold, especially at the farmer's market, and get it on your website, and also get it in the hands of local people. We'll be able to get your pin on the Moringa map once you sign up for membership. We offer marketing and advertising if you have a YouTube channel. Of course, we're going to share your YouTube videos on our channels. That way you can also get some attention. We want people to know about you, your business, because I've got so many people calling me, texting me, and asking me for product, but I have a very, very limited supply, and I really only have one size. I'm really trying to just be very standardized with my process now, and I just offer this one size. This one size of 8 ounces. It really just helps to say, hey, I don't have pounds and pounds and pounds. I just have this box available mostly for retail. It's mostly my price point that I want to sell my Moringa at, because I only have 2.5 acres. And I'm also very busy just running and operating this company. And so one of the things that helps me is just have a very standardized product now, because I used to have, 10 grams, 100 grams, 250 grams, 500 grams, a kilo, 5 kilos, 10 kilos. I was selling for orders, but now I'm just selling one size. I have an 8 ounce of loose leaf, an 8 ounce of powder, an 8 ounce of tea. Also, I'm getting to a very standardized size for my spice and my oil. We have a box that also comes with the oil together, and we'll talk a little bit more about that next week. Great. Yeah, Lilo. Okay, so Wednesday I'll be in the members area. If Lilo, you're in the members area, not sure, haven't seen you post or anything like that with that name, if you have a different name in the members area. But would love to see you in the members area. I will be live on Wednesday inside the members area. And I appreciate you. I appreciate Aviator David coming in. Kaz is in here. Awesome. Kaz says he signed up for either membership or yeah, membership. Perfect. Use the 10% off. Wonderful. So I'm going to send you an email. Make sure you get in. Thanks, Kaz. Lovely. And we'll talk more in the members area. Thank you. That was very nice of you. So anybody that wants to get into membership, use code Moringa10 for 10% off. At this website here. And that will get you an extra couple bucks off of your membership. Great. Oh, thank you so much for the extra tip as well. Beautiful. All right, Kaz, I'll get you in the members area now. I'm going to send you an email invite. I'm going to copy that right here. And I'm going to go ahead and get you into the members area right now. Check your email and you'll get brought right in to the Mighty Networks VIP members area. You'll have access to the book in PDF version. The PDF version of the book will be available for you inside of there. Okay. see here. Let me go to members. Settings. Member list. Good. We're up to 360 people now. I'm going to invite you now, Kaz. You're going to get your email now. I'm going to be able to get this a little bit more automated using Zapier. Oh, looks like you already got it. You might have already been invited. Great. So check your email, all mail or spam. That'll get you in. You can download the Mighty Networks app to your phone. And then that way you can always communicate with us every single day. And then also you'll be in on the live on Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Then if you need me to call you back, I'd love to get you signed up, or it also is on the website too. If you wanted to get the discount, it's on the website. Use that code. Oh, I might not have typed it in right there. HTTPS. Yeah, I think I did. Oh, good. Kaz is already in. Beautiful. And you're in Sarasota. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, good. I want to get you to the next step. If you have the ability to dry, I've got, and even harvest, even harvesting is a big thing. I've got a lot of people in your area that are calling me in need of harvesting. They have big trees. If you have any questions, Kaz, don't hesitate to go to the menu. Let's go ahead and do a quick screen share. Let's do a quick onboarding for Kaz while she's here. So this is the members area here. This is the feed. So what happens is the feed is everything. So when someone updates, makes a comment, it goes to the feed, right? So the feed is everything, is everyone. You can go to the discovery. Discovery will go through and talk to you a little bit more about the map. If you want to get on the map, you can go into this section here. And if everything is in the menu. So like if you want to get on the map, like go to the map section of the menu and just give us some of your information. Like Levy was like, hey, get my pin on the map as a harvester. So he put his business number, his email address, and he wanted to put his location, but he didn't want to get his exact location. He said, just put me on the intersection of Hills Road and Settlers Drive in Nokomis. Not too far from you, actually, right? And so I went ahead and added his pin to the map here. Same with Phil. Phil was like, hey, put me on as Wellfield Farms. This is what the number I want to be at. This is my email. Put me on the sugar mill area off of Route 19 and 98. This is not an exact address. So what I did was for Phil, this will probably show up right on his. Boom. Yep. There's Janice, and then boom, there's Levy. There's Levy right there. That was the link for Levy's. So Levy's link is right here. He's down here in Nokomis, probably not too far from you in Sarasota here. Yeah, very, very close. Where's Sarasota? There it is right here. So we would love to get you on the map, Kaz. If you don't have anything and you're just getting started, it's also a good way to just get phone calls. That way, someone in your area is like, hey, do you have Moringa? And it's going to help inspire you to say, you know what? I don't have it yet, but let me get your number. And what are you looking for? Do you want trees? Do you want seeds? Do you want powder? Do you want oil? All of those things, you begin to communicate with the people that are asking these calls. And so that's the Moringa map, and it can be any intersection that you'd like nearby. It doesn't have to be an exact location. If you don't have a phone number yet, get a business phone number. Get a business email if you want. Mostly what you'll do is if you have questions, you'll want to go to the home, post and share, and go ahead and post anything that you need in the home, post and share. If you're trying to sell something and you want people to see your product, add a photo. That's very important. If you want someone to buy from you, it's very important to put your link and checkout link directly that people can purchase from you directly. Try to make the minimum amount of steps that someone is paying you. That's the biggest thing. make it very easy for someone to give you their money. I find that most people have a disconnect with just saying, buy from me when they're online, right? Because I've had trouble too with being too nice. My mom always said that too. She was like, I don't know if you're a good salesman, you're just too nice. Oh, it's kind of like when you're trying to, ask a girl out on a date, or you're trying to take a girl out. You don't say, oh, hey, where do you want to go? Do you kind of want to go here? No, you want to say, we're going here. This is what we're doing. That's kind of that alpha energy that you need to have when getting more sales. And you need to sell people, buy from me here and now. And then put the link in there where you want people to buy from you. And that is going to get you the most amount of sales fast, right? So if you have questions, of course, here, put your questions in. This is also going to get you the answers. I have a question. And this is where you're going to post a question. So post and share, whether it's selling or asking a question. All right, Kaz? That's going to be very important, getting acclimated to the space here. As you can see, Araya just came in the other day, and she's already, hey, I'm new. I want to know more about importing. I want to know more about this and that. And I say, great, I got you. Go here, go here. And she's got several instances where she's asking many, many different questions, having just cut into the area. And I told her one of the first things is get to the book. You want to do is find the book here in the ultimate guide. If you're in the menu, you can go to the ultimate guide and you can actually get to the manual here. The entire manual is here. The whole book is here. But also, as before, if you go to the discovery section, you'll see that the whole entire PDF is also available here. Here's the entire PDF inside the members area. So this is a quick little onboarding for Kaz, and she's just coming in. Get on the map. Give me some information to put you on the map. Put it in this section over here. And if you need anything else, there's also the shared drive. If you want to be featured for a member highlight, just let us know that you'd like to be featured as a member highlight. We like to promote our members, and so we have Mary Jo. We're promoting her. We have these videos that we make of all the members, so that way they can promote themselves and put that on their social media. So we made a little video for Levy. We made a video for Ellie. Everybody here has their own Moringa businesses, and so we're helping them. We're creating advertising material for them to take that and post that to their social media. Right, so that's good. Oh, look at Dave and Jackie. They've got their little dry room set up there, and so they've got some green straw, and they're showing us, and I'm giving them critiques. So I'm helping to step the level up every way to step up to the next level. So I give a lot of critiques. I give a lot of that's good, but this could be better. And that's what's really important right now to actually get everybody to that next step of production, because that's what I'm trying to do every moment. Every day, I'm trying to get better and better with my production, with my quality. I mean, if you look at the stuff that I have today versus 5, 6, 7 years ago, it's a total difference. If you have land for sale, or you want to rent, or you want to buy land, we have a list of land section here where you can actually promote any land for sale, or even promote your own land that you want to rent out to somebody who is a grower who doesn't have land. So if you have an acre for rent, let's talk about renting your space out for a couple $100 a month to a new farmer who is wanting to share crop your property, right? So we've got a few people that are asking, how do I buy land to grow Moringa, and how do I rent my land to grow Moringa? And we have more information about that inside this section here. If you want to learn more about harvesting and packaging, Araya is asking, where do I find the list of farmers that are looking for a harvest? And what I'm telling everybody who's texting me is if they need a harvest, they need to promote it and share it in the members area. I'll say, hey, copy that message and put it inside the members area that you need a harvest. And so everything is happening inside this area. Whatever people need is happening right inside here. Testimonial. Let us know what you think about the program. I actually have a video here that I posted to let people know that we are looking for testimonials. We need your testimonials. Of course, I also even provided you a script to go by to provide a really good testimonial. So this is a script that I wrote for you to be able to provide a really, really good testimonial. What specific results did you get with the book and with membership? So that way we can begin to promote our program and members area for other people to come in here and make this even better experience. Now, if you're having issues with pests and problems like this member here is like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Why is this here? Not only do I have sections of the book that have the same exact photos that are going on, but I'm also saying, oh, it could be a few things, too much water. It could be a mite. Oh, it might be cutworms. Even if I look closely at it, it actually looks more like leaf miners, which are little worms and bugs that actually live and make eggs in between the layers of the leaf miners. You know, so if you have anything that you need help with, Kaz, don't hesitate to ask inside the members area. If you need a little bit more assistance and you're not really sure where to go, just text me. And of course, I'd be happy to navigate and help you and show you where you need anything. But this is a really good opportunity for us to show you that you can post inside the home and post and share, and then get the book. You'll have continued support with anything that you need, and I'll be live on Wednesday. Okay, great. 5 acres, oh my goodness. Yeah, we need to get a shed on there. We need to be able to get a dry room, because in your area, Kaz, we've got a lot of people that are looking for harvest, and we need more dry rooms. That's the biggest thing that I'm going to try to express here over the next 6-7 months is if we can get more dry rooms together, we'll have more ability to process and fulfill some of these orders. Because I'm getting questions like, hey, do you've got 10 kilos, 50 kilos, 100 kilos? And I'm not really able to say yes yet because we don't have enough people with dry rooms. So we'll see you there. Thanks so much, Cass, for coming in. I'm glad that you used the coupon. If you yourself want to make cash from signing other people up, we can actually get you a coupon with your name on it. It could even be CAZ, C-A-Z, where when someone comes to the website and checks out for membership, not only would they get 10% off, but you would make 10% cash back from signing other members up. So we're going to be talking more about that program. So I thank From Them Farms for reminding me to, just get that up and going again, because I've been kind of quiet the last couple months, last 4 months. I was finishing my book, but now that we're back, we want to talk about affiliate. We want to talk about how we all can make money from Moringa, especially harvesting, processing, packaging, selling. Salesmanship is a big one, but also even just the program itself could help people make money. Selling the book, if you help me sell the book, that will also help you earn money as well. So getting your coupon code on your website, sharing with everybody. We have a lot of members that are just letting everybody know the opportunities that we have. And it's really starting to get out there. We have, like you saw, over 360 people now in the members area. So there's going to be a lot of people that you can benefit from. And I'm glad that you came in. I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. It's already 5 p.m. here. And I got a lot of stuff to do here on the farm. And I really appreciate everybody for coming in today. I had a really great Sunday with you, and I hope to see you again soon. And of course, I'll be live in the members area at 5 p.m. on Wednesday for the members. So if you need help from me, chat me. You can text me at 813-567-3100. And I'll help you get in on over the phone. Okay? Thanks, everybody. Oh, someone's asking, where do I buy trees? Oh, good. Let me go ahead and answer your question real quick. I'll go ahead and share with you the link for the trees. It's here. I have mature trees here. This is a very good product. The trees are mature, and this will help you here, mature trees. Go ahead and grab your trees from us here. These trees are going to be pulled out of the pot or out of the ground. They're over a year. Some are 2 years old. They've got tap roots, and I'll put them in a box and I'll ship them right to you. I'm not so much doing the small seedlings as much. I'll get back to that probably in a couple months. But right now I'm just doing the mature trees because I'm having a lot less of my trees died situation. Because usually if I'm sending the seedlings, not a lot of people are very acclimated to plant life. And, the trees are young, they get damaged and they think that they're dead, even though they really just need to plant their root system. And it's not really dead. They just need to plant the root system and it comes back. But it takes longer for little seedlings and small trees to come back. So I really like the mature tree option. And so that way I know that it's safe. The trees are going to get to you and they're going to resprout with a taproot. So I'm going to go ahead and end the live on TikTok here. Thanks everybody for coming in. I'm going to go ahead and say peace out to everybody. Peace out from TikTok. And I'm also going to say adios, adieu. Have a great Sunday to everybody here on YouTube. Thanks, Kaz, for signing up. And also, thank you. You guys have a great day. Get to $10,000 a month. The very first step is to increase the ability to dry greens. High quality greens need to be dried, and we have more people that have the need to dry their greens. So the more people that begin to have more dry rooms, the better we'll be able to serve and make more money together here, especially in Tampa, Sarasota, South Florida. So thanks everybody for coming in. We'll check you around real soon. Have a great weekend. I'll see you around. Peace and love.